Assalamu alaikum. Okay, students, we are doing the limits. Message share. Limits. Now, in these limits, x tends to infinity. In these limits, x tends to infinity. We are doing exercise 2.4 on page 130. Exercise 2.4, page 130. We will do from limits of rational functions 47. Page question number 47 of exercise 2.4. In exercise 47 to 56, find the limits of each rational functions as x tends to infinity. We'll find the limit as x tends to infinity. So question number 47. F of x is equal to 2x plus 3 upon 5x plus 7. We will find the limits when x tends to infinity. So limit x tends to infinity. F of x is equal to limit x tends to infinity 2x plus 3 upon 5x plus 7. On both the sides, we'll put the limit x tends to infinity, limit x tends to infinity. How to put the value of x infinity? This is not possible. So what will we do? We will take the maximum power of x from the numerator. We will take common the maximum power of x from the numerator as well as from the denominator. So limit x tends to infinity. The maximum power of x is 1. So we will take x raised to power 1 common. X is common, inside will be 2 plus 3 upon x. In the same way from here, the maximum power of x will be taken as common. So x is common. Inside will be 5 plus 7 upon x. Now x is cancelled by x. There are two factors, this factor and this factor. There are also two factors, this factor and this factor. So x is common. X is cancelled out. Now there is no x. It is 1 upon x. This is also 7 into 1 upon x. This is 3 into 1 upon x. We will write the limit 1 upon x tends to 0. When x tends to infinity, 1 upon x tends to 0. So it will become 2 plus 3 upon x means 3 into 1 upon x. In the same way over there, 5 plus 7 into 1 upon x. 3 upon x means 3 into 1 upon x. 7 upon x means 7 into 1 upon x. So when x tends to infinity, 1 upon x tends to 0. 1 upon x square tends to 0. 1 upon x cube tends to 0, etc. So put the value. It will become 2 plus 3 into 0. 1 upon x is 0. 5 plus 7 into 0. There is no x, no 1 upon x. Therefore, we will not write the limit. It will become 2 plus 0. 3 into 0 will be 0. 5 plus 7 into 0 will be 0. So answer is 2 upon 5. The limit is 2 upon 5. So remember, when x tends to infinity, we can't put infinity in the function. We can't make the factors. Factors are also not possible. So what will we do? We will take common. The maximum power of x will be taken common from numerator as well as from the denominator. From both the sides, we will take the maximum power of x common. And then we cancel out the power. Then we will cancel out the maximum power. This is the way to solve the question when x tends to infinity. That was question number 47. Now we will do question number 48. Question number 48. F of x is equal to x cube plus 7 to x cube plus 7 upon x cube minus x square plus x plus 7. So we have to find the limit when x tends to infinity. Ari Behman. We will write limit fx, x tends to infinity, f of x is equal to limit x tends to infinity, 2x cube plus 7 upon x cube minus x square plus x plus 7. When x tends to infinity, generally we do not make the factors. Generally we do not make the factors, we will take common only the maximum power of x. We will take common only the maximum power of x from the numerator as well as from the denominator. So on the left side will remain as it is. There is no need to do anything. Limit x tends to infinity. The maximum power is x cube common. Inside will be 2 plus 7 upon x cube. 2 plus 7 upon x cube. From here also x cube common. Inside will be 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 upon x square plus 7 upon x cube. Now x cube is cancelled by x cube. Now the remaining functions are 1 upon x square, 1 upon x cube, etc. So we'll write the limit. Limit 1 upon x tends to infinity. Sorry, tends to 0. So this is 2 plus 7 upon x cube means 7 into 1 upon x whole cube. 1 upon x cube means 1 upon x whole cube. In the same way, from here 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 upon x whole square plus 7 into 1 upon x whole cube. 7 into 1 upon x cube means 1 upon x whole cube. Now put the values of 1 upon x. 1 upon x tends to 0. So there is 2 plus 7 into 0 cube upon 1 minus 0 plus 0 whole square plus 7 into 0 whole cube. It will become 2 plus 0 upon 1 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0. The answer is 2. The limit is 2. 2 plus 0 upon 1 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Answer is 2 upon 1, that means 2. The answer is 2 upon 1, that means 2. In this way, we will solve this question of infinity questions. Another question, question number 49. Question number 49. F of x is equal to x plus 1 upon x square plus 3. I directly write limit x tends to infinity, f of x is equal to limit x tends to infinity, x plus 1 upon x square plus 3. Now we'll take the maximum power common from upside, limit x tends to infinity. Upper power, the x is maximum, inside will be 1 plus 1 upon x. And from down, x square is common. So x square, 1 plus 3 upon x square. So 1x is cancelled. Limit 1 upon x tends to 0. It will become, this is 1 upon x. 1 upon x, this one, into 1 plus 1 over x. And 1 plus 3 over 3 into 1 over x square. This is 1 over x into 1 plus 1 over x, 1 plus 3 over x whole square. Now put the value 1 upon x tends to 0. So this 1 over x will become 0 into 1 plus 0 upon 1 plus 3 into 0 square. So 0 into anything, the answer is 0. 0 into this one, the answer of this one is 1. 1 plus 0 will be 1. 1 plus 3 into 0 will be 0. So 1 upon 1 will be 1. 1 into 0 will be 0. The answer is 0. Another question, 52. Question number 52. This is g of x. G of x. 1 upon x cube minus 4x plus 1. Now we'll take common. There is nothing common from upside. It is only 1. From here x cube is common. Inside will be 1 minus 4 upon x square plus 1 upon x cube. X cube is common from the numerator. Sorry, from the denominator, not anything common from the numerator. This is 1 upon x cube into 1 minus 4 upon x square plus 1 upon x cube. So this is 1 upon x tends to 0. This is 1 upon x whole cube. Inside will be 1 upon 1 minus 4 into 1 upon x square plus 1 upon x cube put the answer value 1 upon x 0, this will become 0 cube into 1 upon 1 minus 4 into 0 square 1 upon x will be 0 cube this will become 0 into anything will be 0. When 0 is multiplied with any number, this will become 0. Yes, 0 will be the answer. 0 is the answer. So these are the questions for relating the x tends to infinity. So in such type of question, we will take common, the maximum power from the numerator as well as from the denominator. Okay, and then we cancel out. It is not necessary the same power are being common from both the sides. And sometimes there is nothing common from upside. Only downside is common. So x cube is common, so we will write 1 upon x whole cube. And this is as it is. And then 1 upon x whole cube or 1 upon x square, whatever it is equal to 0. So 0 into this one. Now we'll do the trigonometrical functions. In trigonometrical functions, we will use a formula. In trigonometrical function, we will use a formula to solve the trigonometrical functions. That is, when limit theta tends to 0, sine theta upon theta, the answer will be equal to 0. If we directly put, it will become sine 0 upon 0. Sine 0 will be 0, 0 upon 0. So directly we will not substitute the value of theta 0. We'll use the limit, the limiting value. Sorry, that is 1. We will use the limiting value. And this formula will be used in trigonometrical functions. When we are finding the limits of the trigonometrical function when theta tends to 0. So we'll use this formula. and you remember theta is in radian, theta in radian, not in degrees. Theta in radians. So if it is in degrees, we have to convert theta into radians. So how to convert? 1 degree is equal to 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. Pi upon 180 radian. So whatever be the degrees, we will multiply it by pi upon 180. Pi upon 180 to convert into radians. So theta must be in radians. And theta tends to 0. These are the two conditions. Theta in radians and theta tends to 0. Then in this case, when theta in radians and theta tends to 0, limit sine theta upon theta will be equal to 1. So this formula will be used to solve the trigonometrical limits. The same exercise on the same page. Question number 21. Limit theta tends to 0. This is sine root 2 theta upon root 2 theta. Find the limits. When theta tends to 0, so there also under root 2 theta upon root 2 theta. The same angle, whatever be the angle over there, the same angle should be over there. And that angle tends to 0. When theta tends to 0, root 2 into theta will also be 0. And here also, root 2 into theta will also be 0. So this should be the case when sine of the same theta upon theta. If theta, it should be theta. If it is x, it should be x. And x tends to 0. If it is y, sine y, it should be y. And y tends to 0. When theta tends to 0, under root 2 theta also tends to 0. When theta tends to 0, root 2 theta should also be tends to 0. और रूट 2 थीटा को हम y सपोज कर लेंगे, तो साइन y x सपोज कर लेंगे, रूट 2 थीटा 0 है तो अंडर रूट 2 इंटू 0 विल बी 0. तो अंडर रूट 2 थीटा विल आल्सो बी 0. अगर हम इसको x सपोज कर लें रूट 2 थीटा, तो x टेंड्स टू 0 साइन x अपॉन x. तो इसका आंसर यही होगा, जब ये जो एंगल यहाँ है वही नीचे होना चाहिए और वो टेंड्स टू 0 होना चाहिए, तो इसका आंसर 1 होगा. तो डायरेक्टली वी विल राइट, तो लिमिट रूट 2 थीटा, जब थीटा टेंड्स टू 0 है तो रूट 2 थीटा भी 0 होगा. और इसका आंसर हम वैल्यू पुट नहीं करेंगे, हम यहाँ डायरेक्ट आंसर लिख देंगे. जब सेम एंगल, साइन ऑफ द सेम एंगल अपॉन द सेम एंगल एट दैट सेम एंगल टेंड्स टू 0, तो इसका आंसर क्या आ जाएगा, हमारे पास 1 लिमिट आ जाएगा. इसका लिमिट क्या हो जाएगा, 1. ये डायरेक्टली हमने इसमें ये फार्मूला यूज करना है, हमने इसमें वैल्यू पुट नहीं करनी है, ये वैल्यू पुट नहीं करनी. हमने थीटा टेंड्स टू 0 है तो रूट 2 थीटा टेंड्स टू 0 होगा. और अगर ये x है तो x अपॉन x, साइन x अपॉन x, और x टेंड्स टू 0. अगर रूट 2 थीटा को हम x सपोज कर लें तो ये x टेंड्स टू 0 है तो साइन x अपॉन x, तो यही चीज होगी, x टेंड्स टू 0 साइन x अपॉन x, आंसर इक्वल टू 1. तो ये 1 आंसर आ जाएगा. तो इस तरह हमने ये क्वेश्चन करना था. अरे दैट वाज क्वेश्चन नंबर 21। अब हम एक और क्वेश्चन करते हैं, क्वेश्चन नंबर 22। क्वेश्चन नंबर 22, लिमिट t टेंड्स टू 0 sin kt अपॉन t। अगर t टेंड्स टू 0 है तो kt भी टेंड्स टू 0 हो, तो हम इसको लिमिट kt टेंड्स टू 0, क्योंकि अगर t की जगह 0 रख दें तो k इंटू 0 विल बी 0, तो kt टेंड्स टू 0। अच्छा, अब ये साइन kt हो गया, लेकिन नीचे kt, नीचे t है, kt नहीं है, तो हमने इसको kt लाना है, सेम बनाना है इसको। नीचे सिर्फ t है हमारे पास, तो इसको kt करने के लिए हम k से इसको नीचे भी मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे ताकि ये kt बन जाए, और ऊपर यहां पर मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे। जो नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं वही ऊपर करते हैं ताकि ये बैलेंस हो जाए। अब ये देख लीजिए वही सूरत होगी, जो एंगल थीटा है वही उसी एंगल से डिवाइड हो रहा है। अब ये kt से डिवाइड, साइन kt है तो नीचे भी kt है, ये k अलग है, तो ये हम इसको यूं लिख सकते हैं, लिमिट kt टेंड्स टू 0, तो k अलग है, और ये हो जाएगा साइन kt अपॉन kt।